All right, so good morning. My name is Sin Simmons, and I'll be presenting today's webinar, which is Planning for July, Growing Viewers and Engagement on Social Media, and how to expand your reach on social media and trying to convert those visits and reach into customers who will place orders or visit your restaurant. All right. So for today's agenda, we'll go over the July marketing theme a little bit more in detail. We'll go over some of those national food holidays for July. And then, of course, we'll wrap up with the tip of the month, which features our spillover built-in marketing tool. All right. So part of our growth series, we get found and get clicked. So we're thinking of social media. It's not just about posting on social media. It's about what you're posting and being more intentional with the content that you're posting to help you get discovered, by new customers and trying to turn those customers, like I said, into followers and then trying to convert the followers into visits and orders. So why does this matter? So organic reach is now more competitive on platforms like Facebook and Instagram right now, with them prioritizing more engaging video content. So your goal isn't to overthink what the video content is and entails. And so you don't want to be the person who thinks that your content has to get the most views or millions of views. In this case, you just want to make sure that the video or the content is reaching the local customers. Those customers are, or potential customers who are most likely able to engage with your business or visit you, to place an order. All right, so with some video format tips here, we're trying to maximize your views. So like I said, you don't want to overthink the content. A lot of straightforward, simple content actually can perform best. And so again, with the three sensory hook, you just want to be sure to catch people's attention right off the bat, and trying to keep your videos short, actually. The shorter, the better. And keep your ideas simple. So it can be from your bartender putting garnishes on a cocktail, or making the cocktail. You can do a video reel of your most popular dish being delivered to a customer's table. And you can also use some micro narratives, like doing a video of your chef behind the scenes making one of your most popular dishes. And then again, people can connect with people when it comes to content. So feel free to definitely get reels of your staff, especially your chef, making some of your most popular dishes. All right. So trying to turn those views into followers. So, like I said, you want to be a little bit more intentional with the content that you're posting. And so, instead of having simple call to actions on your post, like follow for more or just follow us, you want to be a little bit more specific, like follow for the best, cuisine in the city that you're located in. So, for example, follow for the best pasta in Dallas. Follow for the best tacos in Dallas and things of that sort. Another tip that you could do is the secret menu strategy, is trying to get people to be more engaged or interactive with your videos. And so you could post a reel of a dish that you may not have necessarily listed on your website or on your menu, in the caption of the reel, or within the reel. You could just give the viewer instructions to say, follow us and show this reel to your server to order this weekend. So now you're getting more people who are interested in this item to actually go, continue to view your content and actually show once they visit. And then keep in mind that you want to make sure that your profiles are optimized across Facebook and Instagram. And so don't keep a simple bio. Be sure to include searchable keywords, like the things that you offer, like if your restaurant, not only just your restaurant name, but like the cuisine, your things that you're most popular for, like if it's tacos, margaritas, and of course the city and state that you're located in. Those things that help you get found when people are on those platforms searching for the things that you offer in the city that they're in. All right, so I'm going to go over some of July national food holidays, but before that, the official holiday for July, of course, is July 4th, Independence Day. Starting off with July 1st, it's kicking off National Ice Cream Month throughout the entire month of July. July 6th is National Fried Chicken Day. July 7th is World Chocolate Day. July 8th is National Churro Day. July 7th is National Ice Cream Sundae Day. July 10th is National Pina Colada Day. July 11th is National Mojito Day. July 14th is National Mac and Cheese Day. July 20th is International Cake Day. July 22nd is National BLT Day. July 24th is National Tequila Day. July 25th is National Wine and Cheese Day. July 27th is National Scotch Day. July 29th is National Chicken Wing Day. July 30th is National Cheesecake Day. And July 30th is also National Chicken and Waffles Day. And ending with July 31st is National Avocado Day. And of course, the World Cup kicked off this month, but it will continue to happen throughout most of July, with ending on July 19th. Keep in mind that National Food Holidays is a good opportunity to just promote dishes that include some of these items, and you don't necessarily have to promote a special with these. All right. So some July promotions tips is we're in the summer season now. So as you see, there's a lot of national food holidays that entail around alcoholic beverages or cocktails and wine. So a hot tip could definitely be to promote the happy hour and menu specials. And of course, with summer being out and more families spending more time together, that you want to be sure to have some ideas of like promoting catering, kids meals, family meal deals. Of course, with the happy hour and any summer specials. Relating to July 4th if you're going to be open. All right. Promotional highlight. Here's an example of just promoting some of those happy hour deals right there, using some content from my media library, which I'll go over here shortly. And so this is an example of a social media post promoting happy hour, and then an email here in the middle, and then another graphic here at the end that you could possibly use for like a website pop up. All right, so now we're going to dive into the tip of the month, which is to use AI to generate captions and then create an attracting link inside of Analysis so you can help measure the success of the post for your campaigns. Okay, now I'll head it over to spillover.com where I want to log into our Spillover Command Center. So I'm going to click Login. All right, log in with my login information. All right, now inside of the Spillover Command Center, you're going to see I am inside of our Murdoch's Irish Pub. Before proceeding with any social media tip of the month right now, I'm going to show you guys some of our ready-to-use July marketing content here inside of our Command Center. So starting off with email campaigns, we'll click Email and Text Marketing, click Email Campaigns, click Create New Email. You'll see our multiple different templates categories. So scrolling down from holidays to national food holidays, you'll see summer specials. I just want to click July marketing here, as it entails all of the July national food holiday emails, the major holidays, and sporting events. So at the top, you'll see our World Cup email templates, because the World Cup will continue to happen throughout most of July. Feel free to customize any of these if you're hosting any of the watch parties, like if you're showcasing any of the games inside of your restaurant, or promote any catering or online ordering for any customers that may be hosting their own or watching the game, in their home. And then right here for the 4th of July, you want to be sure to customize any of these and send out an email to your subscribers if you're going to be operating under limited hours, any closure information if you're going to be closed or going on vacation. And then, of course, for any of our national food holidays here, we have like National Ice Cream Month, National Fried Chicken Day, National Chicken Wing Day, all the way down to National Avocado Day. These email templates are fully customizable, so feel free to switch out any media, like any graphics or images, and any information, and make it applicable to your restaurant. Then, of course, scrolling down here on the left-hand side under marketing, we also have the media library. Clicking on Spillover Stock. Of course, with the 4th of July coming up, we'll click Holidays, click 4th of July. And again, we have some graphics here for you to use for any closure information. Feel free to use these for a website pop-up. For example, here for Happy 4th of July, we are closed today. Heading back over to the main Spillover Stock page, scrolling down to sporting events, we also have a World Cup folder. If you want to do a pop-up for Join Us for Every Big Match, if you know that you're showcasing most of the games, if not all, you could promote that. Let's see. Of course, National Food Holiday graphics, heading National Food Holidays and clicking July. We have some graphics here for you to use as well. Okay, so now we're going to head over to our social media section, clicking on Social Media and Reputation, and then clicking Analysis. All right, on the left-hand side here, we're going to scroll down to Ad Hoc Posts. All right, before creating a post, I just want to show you some of our July marketing templates for social media by clicking Browse Templates. And then here on the section for categories, you could just type in the word July. Starting off with national food holidays for July. We have like again National Ice Cream Month, National Fried Chicken Day. If these are some of the things you want to promote or have a post for, you just hit select, and then proceeding with more July content by typing July here in the category. Have like July 4th if you're going to be open or closed. We have some posts for you here, such as if you're going to be under operating under limited hours, you can choose this one. But if you're going to be closed, you can select this one, and then just hit the next button here. So now you'll see some of those national food holidays. Posts, and then of course the closure posts for July 4th. They're all in here, and you could proceed with scheduling and selecting the platform you want to post to here. Just keep in mind if you did want to change out any of the like graphics or images or caption information, just save as a draft and proceed with editing the post that way. All right, so just heading back over to ad hoc posts to create our post for our tip of the month. We're going to hit the plus symbol and click post. So now inside, I know I want to promote happy hour for you guys today. Now that we're in the summertime, I need to create or select some content. So now we're going to click on the spillover stock in the media library here. I'm going to click food genres. I'm going to click drinks, cocktails and liquor. And then here in this folder, you'll see that we have many different stock images for you to use, ranging from mimosas for brunch, frozen margaritas, Bloody Marys. I am going to click this picture as it shows a variety of different cocktails. Now, using AI to help us generate this caption. So we're going to click this magic wand and generate caption, but we're going to be a lot more strategic with, giving AI instructions for our caption. So we want to be sure to include any keywords in our caption. So in this case, I'm going to put promote best happy hour in Dallas, Texas. All right, and we're not going to stop there. Although we have two major keywords like happy hour and Dallas, Texas, our location, we want to be more strategic of the structure of the caption, and I'll explain why soon. So on line 1 of the caption, we want to put short main topic. On line 2 of the caption, we want to put our call to action, and I'm going to use an emoji, which points to the call to action, which is going to be this arrow that points to view menu. All right, and then on line 3 of the caption, we want to be a little bit more strategic, such as saying include keywords for cocktails, such as margaritas. And then comma, I'm just gonna say make fun and inviting. And let's see, using this as a starting point. All right, now we should have 3 options to choose from. I am going to briefly look over and see which ones I like best. All right. I really like this second one here. So now I'm going to look at this. It says best happy hour in Dallas, Texas. Second line is our call to action, in which we're going to create that tracking link soon. Then the third line is margaritas, martinis, and craft cocktails await. Tasty bites, great vibes, and etc. And now in this caption, we see for SEO purposes, we have Dallas, Texas. We also have Dallas here again, and then we also have happy hour, the word happy hour. We also have martinis, margaritas and martinis here, craft cocktails. So if people are searching up those words, now that we have these words in our social media posts, it should help us get discovered. Okay, so let's finish this caption by creating our call to action with a tracking link, so we can measure, how successful this link was and how many people did this link drive back to our website. So we're going to click this link symbol here, and then of course I said I want it to go to the menu, so I'm going to head over to murdochsirishpub.com. I'm going to click menu. I'm going to copy this link, head back over to Synalysis. Paste this link in that section. Then for the July description, I'm just going to type July 2026 menu link and FB for Facebook. And then for the custom link, I'm just going to finish it off by typing the word menu. All right, now we have a fully ready to use caption here, which is optimized for SEO purposes. We have these keywords like happy hour, Dallas, Texas again, margaritas, martinis, craft cocktails. And now we have that tracking link. So when customers or potential customers click on it, we are able to measure how many people are actually, clicking and going back to our website. Just keep in mind, if I wanted to use the same post for Instagram, I'll just head over to the Instagram section and remove the tracking link as links aren't clickable in Instagram captions. And I'll just put an instruction such as link in bio, and just make sure that the link in the bio is fully updated and optimized. Now, we want the structure of the email of the caption to be on these lines and just short and straight to the point, just because we want to prevent customers or potential customers from having to click view more when reading our social media captions. So that's why I told the AI to do line one, a short main topic, which is, our best happy hour in Dallas, Texas. And then line two, which is the call to action, which is still high up on the caption. So our customers should be able to see happy hour in Dallas, Texas with the view menu link before having to click read more, which of course will also include this last line, which is margaritas, martinis, and crab cocktails await, etc. But now we have a fully optimized, ready to use caption with keywords, promoting our happy hour in Dallas, Texas. So that's how you would use our AI to create the caption and our tracking links to measure it. But now I'm going to show you guys, if we head back over to the Spillover Command Center and we click under social media and reputation tracking links, you're now actually able to see where I just created that July 2026 menu link for Facebook. And once that link has been posted and it starts to gain traction or traffic, we're able to measure how many unique views and total views happened with this link. So we're able to measure the success of this post. All right. Okay, I hope that was helpful. And again, we do have training, a live training session happening each week. And so if you want a in-depth, more in detail training section on the Spillover Command Center, that's every Monday at 10 a.m. But also with the social media and analysis, we have that one every Wednesday at 3 p.m. And we do cap them at a maximum of like 3 to 5 people. And so it's a very intimate section for you to feel free to come in and interact with the trainee and ask your questions. All right. So thank you so much for joining us today. I wish you the best with your July campaigns.